The swarm grows, the swarm hungers, the swarm never rests. Welcome, my brothers and sisters, to Starcraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. All cutscenes and playthrough done by Xletalis. This is part 9. If you want to check out my previous reactions, remember the playlist card will be at the top. Just click on it and you'll be able to access them. Yes, last week, Friday, the Queen of Blades has requested Matt and Valerian Minsk to find out a way to access the Dominion's information network so they can locate Jim Raynor. And Matt and Acturus Minsk have been battling against Maria Han for a particular Colonel Orion, I think that's how you pronounce his name, to help them to locate Jim Raynor by accessing this information. So I think we're continuing on with that mission. I think the Swarm is taking a break for now, and we're still dealing with Matt and Acturus. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, part 9. 3, 2, 1, go.
Broodmother Noctul has contacted us. She speaks for the remaining broodmothers not under your control. They feel your power, and they wish to return to the swarm.
Broodmothers, hear me. I am sending you the location of our enemies across the sector. Destroy them. Burn their strongholds in my name. Then, you shall be one with the swarm.
We shall do this, my queen.
With their return, the swarm will be whole. You are very near to your victory.
If you
Guys, it's only now I realize that Isha, right? She comes out of the roof, out of the ceiling of the Leviathan like that. That's interesting. Does she have her own independent body, or is she connected to the Leviathan? Is she part of the Leviathan's, I don't know what you can call it, like an ecosystem maybe? I mean, it's quite interesting that she just comes out of the ship like that. So I'm just wondering whether, well, I did say before that, you know, she reminds me of the AI system aboard the Hyperion or any other Terran ship, that they have these AIs that are literally bolted onto the ship, you know. So probably it's also similar in that case as well, where she's also part of the ship, and she's also, you know, the AI assistant to the Queen of Blades. Yeah. Okay.
wish to save James Raynor, I will not speak against it.
The broodmothers dislike working with Terrans.
They were necessary to my plans.
They are asking if we may destroy the Terrans, now that they are no longer useful.
Tell them the Terrans are not to be harmed. It is my will.
I will tell them, my queen.
Let us land on a world and devour it.
There will be no essence here. I cannot collect if there is none.
I like how the Hyperion is just there, you know, in the image, orbiting the Leviathan like that. That's why I'm saying I really like the viewport of the Leviathan compared to all these other ships that we've seen so far in StarCraft. I mean, it's so wide and big, and you can see almost everything in front of you, and here's the Hyperion in its full glory, you know. It's beautiful.
We are here because our queen orders it. Do not dare question.
I follow for essence.
You must learn obedience, Primal.
Yes, come to me. I will collect your essence now.
Enough! Zagara, do not speak for me. Tahaka, do not collect from my swarm.
I love it. I love the discussions. I love the discussions between the Haka and Zagara. Oh, Zagara though. You must learn obedience, Primal. Oh gosh, you guys are too funny.
Have you found anything?
Colonel Orlin is hacking into the Dominion net right now.
Tell him he's got 1 hour.
I won't do that, Kerrigan.
You're already in over your head. Don't make it worse.
If the Dominion sense our intrusion, they'll move Jim or kill him. I am not going to risk failure because you are impatient. So save your threats.
You've done some growing up since Umoja.
Zerg are not the only ones who adapt.
Very well. I will wait for your expert to do his work. Time to contact the...
I enjoyed that. He really is growing. But I think he's always been like this. It's just that you guys, you put him down. You look down upon him. He's good. He's good.
They're in a corner. I have to know where Jim is.
Kerrigan, we found him.
Where?
He's being held on the Moros, a mobile prison ship that jumps every hour to a randomized set of coordinates. There's no way to predict where it will jump next.
They've got to resupply sometime.
Exactly. We know the ship will be at the Atlas station for 32 minutes tomorrow.
Atlas will send a tanker out to the Moros, but when the fueling's done, it's gone. Our associate Tosh volunteered to infiltrate.
No, you've done your part. I'll handle this myself.
Be careful, Kerrigan. This place makes New Folsom look like a nursery.
I'm in.
Our sensors are tracking you. I'll relay any tactical information I can. Be careful, Kerrigan. My father will have made every precaution to ensure no one reaches Commander Raynor.
He's not prepared for me. Make your peace.
The hell was that?
Our conquest continues. Boldly. Mine. We adapt.
Hit the alarm!
The platform retracted. We're going around. No time. Speak.
Brave soldiers of the Dominion, this craft is under attack by the Queen of Blades. You know what to do, men.
This world is mine. They're bringing out the big guns. What is it this time?
Our forces are under attack.
It's been some time since I've seen a Thor, and it seems like the Queen of Blades has taken control of it as well.
I sense your fear.
Kerrigan, they've sealed the primary bulkhead. You're going to have to break through.
My swarm. Guard me while I take care of this.
The swarm answers your call.
She's breaking into maximum security. Stop her now!
Bravo engaging. Send backup.
Heavy weapons are moving in. Be careful.
Minions, defend our queen.
Wait, is Zagara on the battlefield as well? Huh.
Kerrigan, there's a large number of guards nearby.
If I implant virophages here, the infested will tear into those defenses.
It's your call.
Make your peace. Our con... time like the present. What is it this time? Your queen listens. Retribution. Boldly.
Somebody call for an exterminator?
We adapt.
This isn't happening. Destroy the coupling. Jettison the prison deck.
You heard the man. Blast it. We're cutting the prisoners loose.
Our conquest continues. This retribution.
The coupling's taking heavy damage.
That was quick. Excellent. Wow. Precision attacks, precision boarding aboard this vessel and destroying and dispatching all the Terran Dominion forces. Precision. Huh.
Kerrigan, I did not think you would be so foolish as to come here. And now, your actions will lead to the death of all these brave men.
What did he just say?
They are all heroes, willing to sacrifice their lives in order to end your miserable existence.
I don't think they agreed to that. Oh gosh, I don't think they agreed to that, Acturus. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. What did he just say? Then boom, dead. Oh, these poor sobs. Oh gosh.
Kerrigan, we just watched the bridge explode. The Moros is tearing itself apart. Have to save Jim. We're running out of time.
Retribution will be mine.
Fire, you idiots!
Please. Speak. Boldly.
Oh, screw this! Run!
Where do we go? The whole side of the ship is gone.
Smokers and got 'em.
What is this time? It is time. Enough of this. Tear down that gate. Boldly. Our conquest continues.
Bot, go! Go! Go!
This is the prison deck. There aren't any escape pods.
Retribution will be mine. Our conquest continues.
Death from above!
We are without.
Move! Move! We got Zerg on our asses!
This world.
Like seriously, I feel sorry for the security detail, you know, in the prison section. They thought like they were just doing their job. And now they're caught in between this personal battle between Acturus Minsk and the Queen of Blades mixed together with Jim Raynor. Like they didn't pay, they're not paid enough to deal with this. They're not paid enough to deal with this. Now they're trying to retreat, they're trying to run away. They can't run away anyway because there's no escape pods, there's nothing. It's just space and death. They're trapped with these crazy, powerful people. It's really sad. It's really sad for them.
It is mine. Your queen. Retribution will be mine. Our conquest continues. Horner, I've got your data.
Roger that. Thank you, Kerrigan.
Let us in, you bastard!
Speak. Retribution will be mine.
This is it. If we're going down, we're taking these ugly critters with us.
Retribution will be mine. Zagara, have the Leviathan stabilize this section of the ship.
It is done.
Hold on, Jim. I'm almost there. I had to get you out.
What have you done?
What I had to.
Tell that to Phoenix. Tell it to the millions you butchered.
You swore you'd kill the Queen of Blades. You were the only one who ever believed in me. Do you still believe in me? I love you, Jim. Never forget it.
We're done.
Yeah, I remember that cinematic the first time I watched it. I was a bit awkward because I was like, this is a discussion that we should not be seeing right now. The moment she was like, I love you, Jim. Remember that. I'm like, ooh, okay. That's my time. It's my cue to leave. I was really, feeling a bit awkward with that. But now I realize how it all occurred and how it all unfolded. How she got aboard the ship, how she just plowed herself going through everybody just to get to his prison section. And even at that time when I watched the cinematic, I was like, I would still be grateful, that she actually came to save my life. I'm still supporting that notion that she tried her best to try and save his life, to rescue him from being incarcerated by Acturus Minsk. It's just that now I realize what she had to do it. People who have nothing to do with this feud between Acturus Minsk and Jim Raynor and the Queen of Blades, they have utterly no business in this situation. But because they are hired security for that prison section, they died. They died. All those people, all those security personnel, those who were trying to escape this situation, those on the bridge who had no clue that Acturus Minsk was going to sacrifice their lives willy-nilly, just like that. And he would give the speech saying, no, their lives, they fought to stop the Queen of Blades. They didn't sign up for this. They were asking themselves, what is this guy talking about? And then they die, And those in the prison area, they were panicking. They didn't know where to go. They didn't know what to do. They were boxed into a corner. The only choice they had was either to fight or to die. A slow death in space, So it's terrible. It's just utterly terrible what happened to these poor people. Whether you were a prisoner or you were a prison guard, it's just terrible. But, we go on with StarCraft 2. Let's continue.
Kerrigan, what happened? Is Raynor alive?
My queen, your mind is closed to me, to the entire swarm. I do not understand.
My queen?
You do not speak.
Jim is doing well. He's in the med bay, but I don't think he wants to talk to anyone.
I'm here to talk to you, Valerian. You know I am going to Core Hall now, correct?
I do. You plan to kill my father.
He's had this coming for a long time. I need to know where you stand.
I stand for my people. I've accepted that my father is beyond redemption, and must be removed from power.
I'm glad we understand each other.
Swarm not good enough. Not. Swarm host strain ready for augmentation. Discovered creature with beneficial sequences. Allow swarm host to produce flying locusts. Must consume. Acquire essence. Improve swarm. Planet Cruxus 3. New Babylon. Essence found in Dominion territory. Native insectoid species. Essence contains sequences for swarm host strand. Acquire essence from nest. Will allow swarm host to produce flying locust.
And the Dominions provided the perfect targets.
Terran forces obstructing route. Eliminate to proceed.
I already don't like these Zerg. These ones that pop things out of their backs. Yuck. Yuck.
Augmenting swarm host sequences. Nuclear silos destroyed. Swarm invasion will continue unhindered. Preparing for next test.
Wouldn't it be cool to speak like Arbither? I'm really considering maybe if there's some sort of technology or maybe an operation where I can, change my vocal cords so I can sound like him. I don't know. I'm just thinking. Don't take me seriously when I say that, guys. I'm just, it just crossed my mind that, wouldn't it be cool to have a voice like that?
Planet Ignis. Broodmother recently killed. Brood in danger. Local organism. Ashworm. Destroying swarm brood. Tunnels through crust. Escapes quickly. Elusive. Essence useful for swarm host augmentation. Take sequences.
The Ashworm. Begin the attack.
Worm organism tunneled into crust. Escaped to new location. Hunt down. Essence collected. Spinning trait into swarm host strand. Creeper strain. Tunnels through planet's crust. Appears at location of choice. Hatchery under attack. Swarm hosts must deep tunnel. Defend hive cluster. Secondary hive cluster under attack. Defend. Hive clusters defended successfully. Dominion dead. Must prepare swarm host sequences for integration. Returning to evolution pit. Sequences ready for integration. Await.
I care nothing for these types of Zerg.
Decision. New strain.
Inform the broodmothers. The swarm moves on Core Hall. At last, Mengsk will suffer for his crimes. I'm going to Core Hall. It's time.
Why are you telling us this, Kerrigan?
There will be ruin, destruction. Millions can die amid the chaos. Valerian, your people will need a leader.
You're right, Kerrigan. They will. If I'm to be that leader, I'll ask only one thing of you. Bring your swarm down outside the city. That will give us time to evacuate.
Core Hall is going to be the most difficult battle of my life, and you're asking me to make it harder.
I am.
I was wrong about you, Valerian. You're not like your father. I'll give you your chance. Make the most of it.
That's it, guys. I mean, really, Valerian has been such a chilled person. Yes, he's extremely ambitious, yes, like any other person who'd want to become the leader of their people. But, you know, he hasn't really shown any kind of notion of him being like his father, Acturus Minsk. I don't know why, but like I said before, maybe they like him and then they just, you know, give him these nicknames, this junior, princess, what else? Who else called him a different name? I forgot. But yeah, they keep calling him these names. And it's only recently when I, you know, realized that no, maybe they just call him these names because they actually like the character. They like him. And I've also liked him for some time now. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have been able, or Jim Raynor wouldn't have been able to get the Queen of Blades or Sarah Kerrigan from Char. If it wasn't for him and his organization skills, you know, bringing together his Terran Dominion forces under General Warfield and bringing Jim Raynor as well, you know, and his Jim Raiders together and invade Char, none of this would have happened. None of this opportunity would have happened, you know, if it wasn't for him. So yeah, give him his props.
This place so like Earth, but so different.
My queen, the swarm has assembled above Core Hall. The brood mothers await your command.
Tell them to hold position in orbit. Stay out of range of the planet's defenses.
Dominion fleets are converging on our position. Terran troops are arriving from all over the sector.
Broodmother Kalisa, hear me. Have your Leviathans form a blockade. Kill anything coming into the system. Nothing will stop us. Korhal is mine.
Korhal looks like a Cumulopolis, right? It's just that it's so different. It looks almost mechanical. You know, like Cybertron from Transformers. Not the movies, but you know, the cartoon. How they depicted Cybertron. It really looks like this. Even from the game. Fall of Cybertron and War for Cybertron. Yeah. Cybertron kind of looked like this. Like Korhal, and really it's beautiful. I really like how they designed this city, or this city planet, I should say. Yeah, it's not like the ones from Star Wars, Coruscant. It's not like that, where you would see, you know, like how should I say, the streets of the city. You know, it's not done in squares and rectangles and stuff like that. It's like circular patterns all over the place, and then you'd see some like circuitry lines that spread out from the circular circular diagram, I should say, of the planet. So it's quite interesting. I like that design for Korhal.
I have never seen so many Terrans. They are pulling everything back to defend this world.
Their orbital defenses will kill millions of us before we even hit the ground.
The Terrans have no chance. We are numberless. We are the Swarm.
So much essence, and so different.
I need a weapon to destroy Korhal's orbital defenses, and I need it fast.
Can modify virophage sequence. Would concentrate bile. Expel as projectile.
Can you get it working in time?
Survival of swarm dependent on evolution, iteration, trust process, trust sequences. Swarm will not fail. Ultralisk strain ready for augmentation. Dominion laboratory discovered on Korhal. Experimenting on Ultralisks. Dominion Xeno Research Facility. Metis. Zerg inside. Can capture. Can use.
Mengsk certainly wants to keep us out, but we can use his own specimens against him. An Ultralisk. I could do a lot with this one. Hear me, Ultralisk. Break free. Fight to the door. Kill anything in your path.
Security Squad 4, what is going on in there?
So this Ultralisk had the strength to break free all this time, but it needed the push from the Queen of Blades for it to escape. Man, these things are so loyal and obedient. Wow.
There. Destroy that containment cell and free those...
Toxic compound released. Great potential. Bonding to Ultralisk sequences. Noxious strain. Releases poisonous explosion. Damages enemies in target area.
I didn't sign up for this.
I want this facility under control now! Contain those specimens, or the Emperor will have your head! It burns! What are you people doing? Shoot them!
Research facility crippled. specimens freed, proceeding to subsequent battleground. Outskirts of Augustgrad, military housing, supply center. Facility must be destroyed. Experimental nuclear weapons produced within.
The bridge is guarded by Dominion forces. Move forward. Secure the passage.
Ultralisk incoming! Fire the warhead! Now!
Sir, it's still experimental. We don't know what it'll do.
Fire the damn warhead now!
Analyzing damage. Radioactive compound infecting Ultralisk.
Make use of it.
Integrating with atrophied evolutionary path.
What amazes me is that they can evolve on the spot. So after they've taken damage or after they've collected a sample of the DNA strand from a fallen enemy, they're able to evolve on the spot. You know, they don't have to go back to a base and then get into some sort of biomechanical pool and then evolve in there and then come out. No, they can just do it right there. Oh, very efficient.
Ultralisk strain Torask resuscitates dead tissue, revives creature.
Press on. We continue the assault.
Put those monsters down and keep them down!
Cocoon forms upon death, will revive momentarily.
Get back up! Oh, that ain't right!
I will turn this city into a radiated ruin if I have to. Another warhead!
Additional Ultralisks ready. Delivering now.
My car, man! I just paid that thing off!
I was wondering what are the Ultralists killing? I mean, what are they destroying there? But it was actually a car. Interesting. Very interesting. I think these Ultralisks are near impossible to defeat. I mean, if they get wounded, they cocoon themselves to regenerate and then they come back onto the battlefield. Oof, nightmare.
Facility destroyed. Experimental weapon production no longer possible. We'll prepare Ultralisk sequence. Returning to Evolution Pit. Sequences ready for integration. Await. Evolution complete.
I sense a broad frequency emanating from the palace in Augustgrad.
Yes, I sense it too. I can hear.
Dominion forces, this is your Emperor, Acturus Minsk. Core Hall is under attack by the Zerg Swarm. Our special weapons lab has been destroyed. Our defenses stripped. Any fleet that can hear my voice, return to Core Hall. The seat of human power is under assault. Come, men. Defend your home.
Trapped like a rat in a cage, aren't you, Acturus?
Really, I assumed that, or should I say I expected Acturus Minsk to have a large fleet protecting Korhal. You know, like the Imperial Guard, those who are tasked to defending the home system. They're not supposed to leave and head off to other various places in the Crapulus sector. You know, I expected a home fleet, but there's nothing here. It was just the capital and their defenses on the ground. Maybe I'm expecting too much from him. Maybe.
The swarm is engaged with Korhal's orbital defenses. We are ready to begin the surface invasion. My queen, your Leviathans are in position.
Unleash the swarm.
We will lose countless drop pods in the opening moments.
We're sending millions. Even if only a fraction gets through, it'll still be more than enough to take out these orbital defenses from the ground.
Has broken through the orbital defense network.
Zerg! Blast it!
Dominion ground forces have secured this area. Our bio-launchers cannot survive without support.
I'm going to handle this personally. Send in all the drop pods. They should be centered around this region. Alert me the moment one breaks through. I'll make sure the launcher survives.
Well guys, that's it for part 9 of Starcraft 2 Heart of the Swarm, all cinematics and cut and playthrough done by Xletalis. Yes, the siege of Korhal has just begun. Acturus Minsk looks desperate. He looks like he's out of position in terms of his military capacity to defend the planet, and there's no naval vessels around the system to defend them from in space. And yeah, it just looks like Acturus was just not prepared for this. He was just not ready. Probably he thought that the Queen of Blades would have died with Jim Raynor on that prison ship. But really, I expected him to be prepared for this. I really expected him to have a fleet protecting his home system. And maybe just a bit of my own self-indulgence. I wanted like a space battle. You know, like how Matt and Valerian were having their own, you know, tussle with Maria Han and her space pirates and stations. I was expecting something like that, but with Leviathans now fighting against the Terran Dominion, but it didn't happen. So yeah, I'm okay with that. It's okay. I'm just a bit worried that, you know, things might be going a bit too easy. But like I've said before, I've watched the cinematics. I kind of know what's going to happen when she enters into Acturus Minsk's office. I know what happens there, like with the cinematics, but I don't know what happens in between. So in the next part, I think it's going to be the final part for Heart of the Swarm. It's going to be a heavy battle. You know, she has to be fighting through so many Terrans, so many mechanized units. And where's the air defense? Where are the... Well, I think I did see some, but not that many. Yeah, no, really. Acturus Minsk is not ready for this. He was definitely not ready for this. But yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle for the Queen of Blades to, you know, push on straight to Acturus Minsk's headquarters. It's going to be really, really a tough battle. But guys, we'll have to wait until Friday to watch that part 10 now. It's going to be part 10, yeah. So hopefully to see you guys there on that day, on Friday. And if you like the video, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click on notification bell if you want to be up to date with my latest videos. And I will see you on Friday. Okay? Bye-bye.